kissing her.
He had his mouth wide open on the red carpet pointing. You were corny.
Fellas,
that was
ain't
corny.
that what they want us
Y'all
to do,
call
fellas?
Russ corny.
Fellas, ain't that
When
what they want us to do? Russ is a fucking...
If Russ would have did it, then he would be corny, right? If Russ would have did it, he'd be corny. If Russ go on the red carpet and do the exact same thing, but guess what? I guess you must think Damson. I guess you must think Damson is cuter than Russ. Because
See,
if
is it
Russ
about corny or cute? Why you saying cute?
It's about
Yo, it's the MalloryBros Podcast.
yes, sir.
Episode 175. Turn up, man. Happy Friday. We back. Another week.
I don't know how that sounded.
I know. But we gonna roll with it. Y'all heard the
Fuck it.
fake ass audience.
We have all these buttons here. We don't know what we're.
Let's give it up one more time for the MalloryBros Podcast. Come on, turn up. Hold up. They playing?
It played for a second. It played
Come
for a
on.
second.
Round of applause for everybody that's listening right here. It's happy you made it to the weekend. It's Friday.
For sure, another week.
Some of y'all got one last day that you busting through, and hope we help y'all get through it.
Absolutely. Hey, look, if you're watching on the MalloryBros Podcast YouTube channel, please hit the like button and the subscribe button, please.
It should be right down there.
Please. We trying to grow this podcast. A lot of people.
Right here.
It's a lot of people that was on the regular channel that still don't know that we do this. You know what I'm saying? So we're trying to grow this podcast. Just hit that like button, dog, for us.
And we've been doing it for so long. We should have been.
We should have been. Her.
You heard that?
Hey, look, that album at night. Put that on the freaky playlist.
I'm telling you. No, first off, she's undefeated, Loki.
How do you feel about having sex with music?
I feel like having sex with music is dope. I feel like it's like a dance. It's not like it adds to the moment. It's almost like you know how you dance with somebody. That feeling. It's more so like that, just with sex. It's dope. I also think it's something you can't do often. Like, yo, you should not be fucking every single night to songs. I don't think so.
No, yeah.
You know? Because I think also sex kind of build a certain, songs build a certain theme for sex that you need to be able to just not need. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine?
Yeah.
I ain't got no music, so hold on, wait. Let me see if I work it this way. Let's see if I get it back.
I know some people have like playlists and shit.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have one of those like playlists. If there's music, I'm cool. But for me, bro, I'll be trying to manage that nut. I need to have.
What made you want to start the podcast with this?
I don't know. Randomly, it just came to my mind.
And we supposed to be talking about bad influences.
Says who we were supposed to be talking
This
about.
nigga talking about, I'm trying to manage that nut. Whoa!
Oh, shit, we can't start with that because of the whistling.
Why he want to start with that? Nah, we starting with it. Because you're a hypocrite ass nigga. What you talking about? We can't start with what?
I'm talking about the little, they going to limit advertising. Remember, you know how they limit all your drink?
Oh, no, that's only, I think, only 10 seconds. You can talk about nuts. They don't know if we talking about walnuts, peanuts, green bean nuts.
Cashew, almond.
They don't know what we talking about.
Honey roasted.
Honey pack.
That was just a rant. We don't have to finish that conversation.
Fuck it. I mean, honestly, y'all, that's fine. That's a weird question.
But I'll tell you, me personally, I do not like music during sex. I'm not that guy.
I'm not gonna say I don't like,
us to
but
we make our own music.
I'm not the nigga that's like, hold up, you know?
Let me put my Victoria Monet on.
I feel like every
like,
nigga,
right.
when they think of a movie to watch and they think about writing a scene for like a sex scene, they think about the dude going over to something like this, a tablet that's in their house, because you know that's how we grew up seeing on TV. And he go, and the music playing and lights go down. You know what I'm saying?
Come down.
You know how old of a system that is?
Do you have a sexual fantasy that you want to live out?
I don't think so.
I don't know why we starting with this.
I'm about to say, I don't even think about this shit.
I always, on some Bruce Wayne shit, want to have sex by a fireplace. I never did it before in my life.
Okay, see, that's a nice, controlled,
That's what I mean.
married.
No,
fantasy.
Bruce Wayne wasn't married.
No, I'm saying for you to say. It's like, the fuck is he asking my sexual fantasies right now off the random?
Shut up, Angela.
Like,
that's you right now.
Well, look, all right, I'm trying to be game.
No, you don't have to.
No. I would say I want to do the what do you call it? When you go up to like the mountains. You know what I'm saying? You in the wooded. Like when we go to Mass and nothing.
Like the getaway.
The getaway, Great Wolf
getaway
Lodge.
You ever heard of the getaway house? They like out in the woods. It's like a little.
No, yeah, something like that. Yeah, that'd be dope. But also,
you a
I don't really
have
have
ass nigga. You dress like fall.
I don't really have one of those. What do you dress like?
You dress like autumn,
you dress like
boy.
one of the niggas from P Valley. Like shit, boy. You was going in there to see them. Weird nigga.
You dress like everybody. You dress like they said. Come to work is autumn.
Down in the valley where the girlies get naked. This nigga said, Well, I see your boy Joe Budden. He was like, if it's a New York strip club and you don't work there, I'm there more than you. I'm like, yo, he's nuts.
That's crazy.
To be in a strip club like that?
Nah, yeah. At some point, you gotta stop. Hey, look, big shout out to INAKA Power. Code Bros at checkout is literally a up to 80% sale all month on INAKA. Use Code Bros at checkout. You get your little something extra off. Get your gym drip straight.
Yep. And I feel like I be trying to tell y'all, it's not like, oh, we got sponsored by this brand. Nah. INAKA is dope as shit. Like, I feel like they one of the dopest gym
you gonna sound like,
out. And I swear to God, we've been wearing it before. We was wearing it before we even had any type of whatever. Like, y'all know me. How many ads me and Terrell have done? Have you seen us do Edgy Birdie? Have you seen us do
Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0?
Hell yeah, I'm gonna show y'all a tutorial.
We about to start doing that, bro.
This how I get the inside of my thigh. Click the bio for more.
That is hilarious. All right. What are we starting with?
The first thing that we have to start with is going to be the best performance of the week. I mean, it's Friday, so shout out to everybody we heading into the weekend. I mean, you got Wembanyama out there balling, putting up, you know what I'm saying, great performances for his rookie year. You got Bron out there, age 21, out there cooking shit. You even got the NFL with people like, you know what I'm saying, the Eagles going crazy against the Cowboys. CJ Stroud, young baller, rookie in Houston, balling. But you know what? There was only one performance this week that I feel like we don't even need to see other people perform. This person shot 100% from the field. He missed 0 shots.
So this is all
he
sports.
Shined. And that's my man, Young Jeezy. He had the best performance of the week.
Okay. You had me a little confused. I didn't know what we...
He had the best performance of the week. For those who don't know, I mean, I'm sure you've seen on your
I got you. Hold on. I'm going to play a little something for y'all to...
No, because let me say it and you play.
All right, go ahead.
Jeezy did an interview with Nia Long. Y'all know who Nia Long is. Literally one of the most prestigious black actresses from the 90s. It's funny, he called her, you America's sweetheart. And it's kind of like she is. You know what I'm saying? Nia Long is America's sweetheart. Unfortunately, she just got cheated on by Ime Udoka, the former Celtics basketball coach. So Jeezy having just gone through a divorce, they in a good little place to have a conversation. And they sat down in front of some film cameras. And my man Jeezy, and look, I ain't even a big Snowman fan.
I am.
Well, I am, but you know what I mean. I'm not like
yeah, for sure.
a rider like that. But man, I said, wow.
Pause.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, Chad.
Anyway, I don't give a fuck. This nigga, Young Jeezy, put on a clinic. Come on, Terrell.
I'm gonna play the clip so y'all can get an understanding. And you know what? It was a little controversial. People received it 2 ways, but I'll let it rock.
It's so stupid.
I personally, this is my quote, and real niggas don't cheat.
You don't think so?
Hell no.
I kind of understand what you mean when you say that.
They do not.
I understand what you mean when you say that.
It's something in us
Yeah.
that makes us want to be right
Yes.
across the board.
All right, Jeezy, you my nigga, and I know what you're doing. For y'all that Terrance just told y'all, Nia is fresh off of a situation of infidelity with her fiance of 11 years, Ime Udoka. Well, he stepped out on her with one of the front office chicks at the Celtics. So the fact that he did
and that wasn't just a front office chick. That was like an executive's wife. He got kicked off the team for real.
Yeah.
You know what that white man said when he found out it was Ime? I'm on his fucking head. And they had to say, John, chill.
Calm down. But Ime coaching
Houston. He's coaching a young team. I know he's in.
Let me see where he is.
A little bit of a fight. But what young Jeezy is doing, y'all, is it's funny, we talked about it on this podcast before. A lot of guys know about it, but if you don't know what it is, it's called dirty macking. Mm-hmm. And that's when you know, dirty macking is when, the best way that I can describe dirty macking is it's when you're existing in this conversation. It ain't you. It's you being the best representation in this convo. A girl could be talking, I'm gonna give you an example. A girl's talking about, you could be talking about driving, right? And a girl say, you know what? I just hate. And you standing there like, Jeezy, look at Jeezy's face. You got the listening face like you really give a fuck. And she could say, I hate when I'm driving and people get in that lane and want to merge. And you know what you do? You being the motherfucker that get in the lane and you making niggas merge. Since you talking to a bad John, you say, I can't believe it. I cannot stand when people do that. I can't believe you even said that.
I can't believe, we like the same person.
Jeezy did it perfect.
Nah,
dirty,
Terrance,
man.
But his is way worse than that, though.
Nah, Terrell, nah.
He ain't give a fuck about the nigga before, right? And that's what dirty macking really is. Because what you're saying is kind of like on some flirty shit. This dirty mac meaning you have no regard for the other man and you using the other man.
Nah, yeah, I'm giving an example. This is definitely
to gain
real
traction.
dirty mac.
This is what I say. Jeezy, and I don't know if y'all seen Nia Long posted and said, sat down with my brother Jeezy.
He called her his sister in the interview, though.
Right. So that's why people were saying, damn Jeezy, she friend zoned you. Damn Jeezy, y'all niggas are so young. And y'all don't know how to see through shit. My man is straight.
He's straight.
He just said on a new album, on a song called Nothing to Prove, some climbing up the ladder. If I ever see Nia Long, I'm getting at her. Whatever. You got the interview with Nia Long.
Right, were you talking about your sis?
Both of y'all, exactly. Both of y'all just got out of a situation. Let my man cook up a little bit. Y'all niggas be so trying to be quick to the shit. You gotta build the friendship first, and then look, he might take her out somewhere,
He already got the friendship.
Aggressive patience. Remember we said? So let my man cook. Hey, I think Jeezy gonna be all right, though.
I think Jeezy gonna be all right, and let me say this.
I'm gonna tell you why, though. Only reason why I say I think Jeezy gonna be all right is because Nia was low-key. She wasn't too
Okay, so I'm glad you said it. That's literally what I was about to say. Nia was fresh as fuck.
She definitely was.
Fresh as shit. Go look at the part where he was like,
why didn't I save the drug dealers?
Think about, that part.
I ain't
he was
saved
like, you know what I'm saying? She said, what'd she say? I really only talk to drug dealers.
Do you know who you talking to?
She know. That's why I said, bro. This is like you talk to a girl that you play basketball. You talking to a girl and she said, yeah, for some reason it's like I'm always attracted to like basketball players. I don't know.
Hold on, I got it right
Fellas,
here.
we know what that mean.
I got it right here. Hold on, look.
Oh, she feeling me.
Yeah, look, y'all.
But the reason I know that you're guarded is because when I was in high school, I only dated drug dealers.
Oh, really?
Oh my God, that's where I was. Really? I lived in South Central LA. That's what
That's
it was.
the really where you say, oh shit, I might be able to bag this job.
She said she looking at this nigga. And
oh
this nigga.
really?
And you know what's you looking Jeezy in his face. One of the biggest drug dealers that have reformed drug dealers of all time. To me, that's my man in. That's what he gonna be good.
You didn't watch the whole interview, is what I'm saying. You just getting off on the clips you seen online.
I didn't watch all of the introspective shit. No, I did not.
That video is a lot more than just Jeezy dirty Mac, and believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a dope-ass conversation. Like, this is a conversation between two relatively successful people in their own craft, and it was not like an interview, bro. It was not like, so how did you become a rapper? Like, how did you become... They literally was talking about real shit in each other's lives without putting so much out there, but also just giving, like... That was a conversation I felt like we wasn't supposed to see, but we got the privilege of seeing.
Okay.
I felt like it was more of it was like watching a first date, y'all like. He was dirty macking, but That's why I said he shot 100% from the field because it wasn't corny. Not one part did I ever feel like Jeezy was being corny. No man can look at that video and say this nigga was being corny or he.
Nah, Terrance, a lot of people were saying that.
I don't think that he was giving like a simp. He just having a real convo. He didn't seem like a simp.
The real niggas don't cheat is kind of crazy. Most of these real niggas that be in the streets like Jeezy, they definitely cheat. That's why I was like...
But that's my thing. You can't associate real niggas with niggas that be in the streets like Jeezy.
What is a real nigga then?
So that's my thing. So a real nigga is a street nigga.
No, I'm saying, but like when you think of that term,
I feel you.
I can see if you said black men don't cheat or stand-up dudes.
Black men don't cheat will be way more corny. That'd be way more worse.
It would because
real niggas don't cheat. That's true. I believe that. I stand for that.
I just feel
you
like...
You don't believe that real niggas don't cheat?
It depends on like... Y'all define real niggas as too many different things.
So your definition of a real nigga, you think that real niggas cheat?
I wouldn't say... Yes. I'm a real nigga. You are definitely a cheater.
Do you think the nigga that's saying it, like you saying it right there, is really a real nigga? Because you making it seem like the niggas that just say, I'm a real nigga because I got a rough background. Okay, that can make you real in that regard, but that don't mean you...
We don't say... When we talking about shit, we say man time, right? Yeah. If I'm on man, people that's on man time don't cheat. That makes more sense to me. Real niggas are...
See, that just...
different.
That's you looking at real niggas a different way, because I see it the same way. You say, oh, if you're on man time, you don't cheat. But you got street niggas that say, we out here getting this money, we on man time. Then what?
Y'all not on man time for real.
I do think real niggas don't cheat. I stand with that. Jeezy was dirty macking because we ain't supposed to say that shit. You can't tweet it. That's like a girl going out and tweeting and saying, you know what? It is some really good men out here. You will not see a girl tweet it. Why? Because all of the women gonna come and be like, I hope he sees this.
Type shit, yeah.
Type shit. So Jeezy saying real niggas don't cheat. I mean, yeah, come on.
That's why you said there was nothing in the interview. Come on, bro. The biggest, most viral part of the interview that I saw.
But I agree with him. I don't think real niggas cheat. I think, like he said, real niggas is not in our DNA. It ain't just how we do it. Let me tell you, the dirty mac, and this is the reason real quick. Let me say this, and I'll let you rock. The reason Jeezy shot 100% from the field is because you could literally see the map of... If you ever been on a date with a joint and you talk to a joint and you get deep, bro, it all go the same way. How the conversation start? He started talking about his past, you know? He started talking about his trauma, the shit he come from. That's how you get shorty sitting across from you soft. Because you're not showing the hard shell. You showing what made you hard. Then, once she get going, you done already said so much, so you sitting back. Y'all gotta look at this man Jeezy face.
That shit works.
He was acting fascinated with shit. Oh, really? Oh, what did he say?
That is so fascinating.
She was like, I don't know why men cheat because men cheat because they're looking for whatever she said. And he said, that is so fascinating to me. What? I said, my man, daughter, this was like watching. You know how you just watch somebody bag something, or you just watch somebody win, or you just watch like a story, like a story of a W. The entire thing was a W.
Is this the same nigga that made gangster music, Standing Ovation?
Or Lose My Mind NFL picks?
And this is my thing about Jeezy. You was right, though. He did shoot 100%. You went up there with a suit on. You commissioned this whole shit because of your project. It's going to work. Y'all got to be patient. Y'all got to study that patience because, honestly, that might work. She's newly, freshly single. You on man time.
Yeah.
You can make that childhood dream happen. Look at Gotti. Gotti did it with Angela.
Jeezy, you could definitely make that happen. You can make it happen. I think the way that they was talking to each other definitely seemed like something. I mean, granted, they both are fresh out of something. So, yeah. I was going to say that there's some little subtle plays, too, that I just think is dope. But also very toxic. And just how you be a toxic celebrity. I'm like, oh, I bet. Jeezy, you just got out of a relationship. We all know that. Nia just got cheated on by E-Man. We all know that. So y'all two sitting down and talking already is a statement in itself. Exactly. We don't even got to hear the convo.
We already know the background of...
Yeah, just got divorced and just got divorced. She said certain shit during the interview like, I've never sat down and talked to a man like this before. I've never talked to a man like this before. Woo! You ever have shawty tell you,
the first.
I never talked to somebody and it got that deep. You start feeling like I'm that nigga. Because for real,
you could tell when it's gonna be dope when you can have a conversation like that.
bro, yes.
Fellas, y'all know. And first of all, you probably know this if, over the years. You take a joint out and y'all talk for a long time. The restaurant be about to close type shit.
Yeah.
My fiance, our first date, we was in that joint for 3-4 hours. The restaurant was closed. Our waiter was clean. All his other tables was clean except ours.
Yeah.
That's how you knew that. That's how you know this shit is gonna be all right.
When you had that, because that showing that y'all can connect.
Because you also seen the flip side.
Yeah.
Where it's dry as fuck and you just can't wait to leave.
And on a more serious note, Jeezy, that was a dope ass video. It was like looking at a therapy session. Black man talking about his feels, talking about how he grew up, being vulnerable. He talked about moments where he was like, had a crazy story where I think it was a dream he was talking about. He cried. Nia cried. That was just a good ass video, an hour long. I never felt like it was like a new Oprah situation with Jeezy trying to be on this shit. And I was going to say, Jeezy, man, that's some dope shit that you put on your channel that, bro, you might be able to pop with that. And I don't mean Jeezy sitting and talking to a bunch of people, but like you said your story and had that convo with Nia. Imagine Jeezy say, yo, next week we going to have fucking Mike Epps sit down with Monique and they both talk about life.
Yeah.
Yo, I would fuck with it.
I would
watch it every week. If it's too different,
Yeah.
I watch it.
It's a
Jeezy.
different take on what we get so much of with interviews and shit. That
Hell
was a
yeah.
little bit different. That was a little bit different. And then I must say for Jeezy, he put out an album. It's a double disc. Half the album is done by Justice League, and it's dope. It's a dope album.
I'm the realest nigga in it.
Y'all already know.
One trapper of the year 4 times in a row. Yeah.
That's why when she said, I always date drug dealers, it's like, you're talking to the guy.
It's ridiculous. That's like interviewing Wiz and
Telling
you say,
Brady, if you telling Tom Brady, I've always dated quarterback.
right.
All right. Let me introduce you to this nigga.
Well, you're talking to Brady. Oh, come on. You're putting a little bit too much respect on Jeezy.
Jeezy made $1 million before he ever started rapping.
So did every nigga that
trapping.
was a drug dealer before rapping. Rich before rap.
Yeah, but these niggas be lying. How do you know Jeezy's telling the truth?
Right, because you're a fan? Because you like balling? Fuck out of here, boy. You look like you still bump balling. Balling.
I 100% do. That Wayne verse is fire on that joint too. You tripping in the gym?
I'm just saying you look like a nigga that's old.
And what do you look like, boy? You dress like, what is this? Fuck out of here.
I thought you was doing the Maybach music thing for some reason.
What?
He said you look like, what is this? And I thought you was doing the Maybach music sample for some reason. You know that Maybach music?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why. But,
You ugly as shit.
and what do you look like? Fuck out of here, boy. You look like you sell cigars. Anyway. Shout out to my nigga Jeezy. The best performance of the week. That was an all-star performance, fellas. Go and watch that video and just learn how to, you gotta keep your chill, but also just be interested. That was a first date clinic right there from Jeezy. Do you know what the second date would be like?
And this is the thing, we talking about Jeezy, but do you know who he's sitting across from? That composure sitting across from Nia Long, Debbie from down the street,
Nah, yeah.
Jordan from The Best Man.
This man just put in his song, if I ever get Nia, I'ma get her or whatever.
Yeah.
And you sitting next to her with the movie light? Oh, shit. I would have felt just like I was a Hollywood
Jeannie
actor.
Mai probably sick somewhere.
Bro, I told Terrell, Jeannie gotta be sick because I feel like when you're in and then let me just say this. I feel like if I was in an interracial relationship, right, with a white joint, right? And then let's go say she sit down with a white dude and she talking to a white dude, I'd be like, oh, she went back to what she wanted. You know, like I would be feeling away. So I know Jeannie probably feel like, he's sitting down with, you know what I'm saying, a black woman.
Uh-huh.
And Terrell said the realest shit ever, young. Terrell was like, can you imagine Jeezy and Nia sitting courtside seats and Ime is the visiting team?
Houston playing Atlanta.
Jeezy
there.
Jeezy there with Nia courtside, and Nia said, oh, you wanted your 20. Where the white lady at that you cheated with? Back with her damn husband?
Is she?
Probably. You know how that shit go.
If I'm Ime, I'm still that nigga. I done been there, boy.
Nah, Ime.
You just can't do that to Jeezy.
You can't be the nigga that say I'm cool on her, I done had her, when this not a Lori Harvey situation.
This is...
And then,
Yeah, no, you can. You can.
Nah, because he did Nia dirty, bro. You can't say you that nigga and I already fought. Nah.
Nah, you did her dirty.
It's Lori.
And now she's sitting with Jeezy.
Yeah, a real one. And from what we know, Nia held you down for 11 years and you cheat on her? Man, we not condoning that shit. That's why we say real niggas don't cheat. That's why I'm like Jeezy. That is just so fascinating to me.
Email. Let me just tell you, when Houston go play Atlanta, and you see a bunch of niggas wearing black with snowmans on their t-shirt, courtside, next to your old joint.
Please, that ain't even Jeezy no more.
Bitch, get your mind right. Look, let me talk to him. Don't fuck with that nigga.
Speaking of Lori Harvey,
we getting to the shit.
I told Terrell we was gonna be a little shade room today. But I know y'all know my man Damson Idris Frank from Snowfall scooped Lori Harvey up from my man MBJ. It felt like it was no time in between that.
We was
know
hurt.
What I'm saying?
Yeah.
MBJ sitting courtside. MBJ is Michael B. Jordan. Sitting courtside, and they show him, and he was like, that is one of the biggest displays of hurt I've ever seen on a man.
Uh-huh. I loved it. I love it.
I never seen a nigga post-breakup actually look like, we looked and said, damn, he really hurt.
And my girl never let me live that. My girl never let me live that shit down.
Y'all were hurt.
Because she was like, y'all finally could relate.
Oh, no, fuck that, G.
That's what she said. She said, y'all was hurt because y'all think if Michael B. Jordan, she said, think about all the Beyonce fans, all the fans of the biggest women in the world that have gotten cheated on. Let my lady get her shit off. She said, y'all saw Michael B. Jordan, and y'all thought, just like everybody else thought, if this nigga can get hurt like this, I can get hurt like this. It's kind of like the same thing people felt about Beyonce. Shit, if Beyonce could get cheated on by Jay, who am I?
Do you know what the world would do? Because she's right. But I don't think we've seen what you saw with Michael B. Jordan. Do you know what the world would do if Beyonce got cheated on by Jay-Z? And then the next night, she's at the game and she's like, and she just looks sad as shit? Bro,
they might go to
I don't think there's a female equivalent where the girl was out and it's just like, oh my God, she looks like she's heartbroken.
Nah, that happened with,
It probably has. I'm not going to speak for the world. Y'all have y'all examples. I know.
For the people that are in the Latin community, that just happened with Rao and what's her name? I forget who she was named. Maybe
it's happened.
Carol G.
It's definitely happened.
She was crying on the piano. They was like, fuck that nigga.
If y'all don't know, we're building the Lori Harvey villain case. So anyway,
I'm not. You are.
My man Michael B. Jordan. I am. My man Michael B. Jordan was hurt courtside, and Damson thought, don't worry, bruh. You just wasn't the man for the job. Now it's me. It's my turn. It's my time to handle this. I'm a real man. I handle this. And guess what? That nigga sitting in the same seat as MBJ now. And it's a sad thing because it's really like we don't know these people and the headlines come up. We know them for what, I mean, we know Michael B. Jordan. We know Frank from Snowfall. But like, we don't really know Lori Harvey. So when news like this comes up, it just sparks a big conversation about the world of dating and rights and wrongs. Go ahead, Terrell. I know you got some shit cooked.
I don't really have shit cooked. My biggest point with the whole Damson and Lori, this nigga got a popcorn making here. That's what y'all hear. When Damson and Lori got together, most of the men was like, enjoy your time, bruh. While you got her, enjoy it because it's going to expire. And what was everybody else saying in the comments? Oh, well, no, I think maybe she actually really likes him, though. Maybe Michael B. Jordan was just this. She actually likes him. I think she actually... And it's like, damn, how many times we going to say the same thing about the same chick? So when I look at Damson, and I was critical of that nigga, when he posted the, oh, my God, I'm with this person, joint, I was like, she going to skate on this nigga. Once the Snowfall steams...
and Terrell
once the Snowfall steam goes away... Which it did, and now all of a sudden, look, Damson ain't doing shit, and guess what? She about to be on to the next poppin' nigga.
You said Damson ain't doing shit like Snowfall. Regardless of how we felt, I mean, numbers weren't down. Nobody is looking at Damson.
No, I'm saying
anyway.
right. That's why I said when the steam went away. Right
what
now,
y'all see what Terrell's doing? I said I was building a Lori Harvey as the villain case, but Terrell wants to build a Damson Idris just wasn't cool enough case, and he's not popping anymore. So
no.
She wants to go do her own thing.
My thing is, for any man that get with Lori Harvey, when the shit goes wrong, you can't blame nobody but yourself.
But you won't do that. See, because you see, what's the difference in what he's saying versus what I said about Sierra? I didn't like the fact that Sierra came out here and said that she needed to pray to God to find a man. Because imagine Michael B. Jordan or Damson leave and say, oh, I got a girl, she's great for me. And you know, I said a prayer to God and now I got her. And you realize, bruh, you just should have just talked to her first instead of going at who you knew, like you saying. You saying, oh, you knew what you was getting into when you started this with Lori. But we can't say the same on our end.
Yes, we can.
Bro, no, we can't. We get killed for
Terrance,
it.
you said all the time for Future.
Bro, but
you said all the time.
But
These
how do we
girls
look
know
at
what
Future?
they know what they getting into because the nigga got all these baby mothers.
That's true. That's true.
It's the same thing with Lori Harvey.
But it's just like you said. I can't build a villain case against Lori Harvey, but Future is the villain.
No, she is the villain, which is why if you get with her.
Oh, I thought you said you wasn't doing it. Because I definitely think this point, I mean, because look, you know what? You're right. I agree with you. If you get with this joint at this point, knowing that she's been with Trey Songz, Diddy, maybe Diddy's son, the nigga that was a racer, she was with
Future, Michael B. Jordan.
Damson, Michael B. Damn. Okay, bet. So if you know all of these joints, all these niggas have been there, then yeah, you probably should know better than getting in the water with that shot.
Nah, yeah, she like the modern day India Love now. You know what I'm saying? Or she's turning into the modern day India Love. I just think she's a little bit more player.
Who is India Love? A pretty chick? You saying that like India Love is
What
like
is Lori Harvey? Is
like
it,
Marilyn Monroe or some shit?
India Love walked before a lot of these Instagram
a pretty
joints.
chick on IG and Tumblr. And
But for a long time,
Yeah.
I would say this about India Love, right? She ain't really.
I don't think you can put India
not a-
Love in the same sentence as Lori Harvey.
How?
Now we sound real
How?
Hollywood unlocked.
How?
I mean, we not talking looks, but I mean, it seemed like
India Love was one of the first. I'm not famous. Just was popping on IG to get in them circles just based on that.
But you didn't seem like, and this is all I'm gonna say. It didn't seem like she had much control over her narrative. It seemed like Lori Harvey can get with any man she want and still maintain. And people be like, she don't even be saying shit. She be outside. She be literally doing her own thing. People was like, what motion does she have? She got motion.
She does. She did the Gymshark deal.
She got motion. That's why I said she get to be out here and break niggas' hearts. And the reason why it's cool is because, well, y'all don't say anything when the men break hearts. And it's like, you know what? I mean, that is going to give her the leeway to just crush them. She invincible.
And that's why when I said she the modern day India Love, I was going to say the only difference is India Love was the girl that was dating a bunch of celebrities. It was like, damn, everybody want to date the same chick. And it's kind of like that with Lori, except Lori is the one that's like, seemed like she's in control of the whole shit.
That's why I don't think you can call it modern day, what's her name? Because just because the other chick was pretty and was dating celebrities, she ain't Lori.
I'm talking about the way it looks though. Because think about it. People started looking at India Love.
Trust me, I get the India Love comparison. It's just, I just don't think they're the same.
No, but
I don't need more of an explanation.
The everybody want to date the same chick shit.
Yeah.
They were talking about India, and I feel like that's going to happen now. The next person that date Lori, people going to say, damn, y'all all trying to date the same person?
I think Lori passed that. Lori is legit not on no India Love. Oh, everybody want to. She picking. She's picking.
India Love was picking. She wasn't just dating anybody.
All right. Well, I don't want to turn this into a Lori Harvey versus India Love.
And it's not.
Like,
all I'm saying is that I do think people are going to start looking at Lori like everybody trying to date the same. Everybody in Hollywood trying to date the same girl, and it is kind of like that already.
My thing. I mean, I guess
she already there.
I just think, at what point do you look at Lori and be like, all right, you know, what time it is? Are we just going to say, because this will happen. We saw y'all say that Michael B. Jordan was cool as fuck at first. Everybody had a crush on Michael B. Jordan at first, and then he got with Lori, and then it was like, remember, girls was kind of upset, but then all of a sudden, Michael B. Jordan is corny. Michael B. Jordan like white girls. And then when she broke up with him, Michael B. Jordan really wasn't cool. He wasn't a cool nigga. Are y'all gonna do the same thing with Damson now? Like, cause like now it's now Terrell saying, "Oh, Damson was doing too much. Damson was doing this."
I said that months ago.
But look, do you see how
he just looked like he was just acting like he never been with a. He was acting like he never been with a bad chick before. Like the way he was.
But you saying that you don't even know this nigga. You talking about
we were just talking
something
about
he did on the red carpet, and that's what I'm talking about. Niggas will do whatever they can to build the, oh yeah, she gonna not like him, and it's like, yo. We've never seen a man get with a woman. We've never seen Future, since y'all love using Future. We've never seen Future get with a woman and she do shit and people start saying, oh yeah, it's over with. He gonna drop her. We have not seen it.
We barely know who this
it's
nigga
always
be with.
about the man. It's always about, oh, Future ain't shit. He gonna find something wrong. Future's gonna cheat on her. Future's gonna fuck this up. But with Lori, it's the guy is gonna eventually be corny. Damson Idris is one of the coolest niggas on the planet. Corny now.
Is he?
MBJ, one of the cool. He was at one point Creed, all of that. He was our next leading black guy, sexiest man in the world. Now he's corny
from GQ.
Like, at what point do we say, hey, yo, maybe Shawty is the one that has the issues?
Everybody knows that Lori has the issues because you confuse me.
You have said nothing about Lori. You said that Damson is corny.
You confuse me because when I say that people about to start looking at Lori like everybody trying to date the same Hollywood chick, and I compare her to compare her to India Love. Because think about it, India Love don't have the best representation. I don't think Lori representation is as good as you making it seem.
How am I making a reputation good? What are you talking about?
Nah, you said
I'm the one that just said, when do we look at Lori and be like, yo, what time is it? You're saying everybody gonna want to date the same person. That has nothing to do with Lori.
It does, because Lori's starting to look like the Hollywood. Think about it. Everybody wants to date Lori. Okay, cool. Like, she's just going to date all of the famous niggas chick now. Like that's the only reason why I brought up India Love. It's not a good look.
I don't think you can compare India Love. And it's whatever. It's just India Love did not have the reputation that Lori has, where people think Lori is moving on. Nobody said, oh, India Love is moving on. She was the girlfriend.
But it's still, you dated. Because look, let's say Lori Harvey get with.
Trust me, I get it. Everybody's dating the same girl.
She go get with Women Yama now. It's not gonna look good.
It's really about the people though. Like, let's talk about the response. We know who Lori is, like you saying. She doing her own thing. I personally just think it's BS that, like, so instead of us talking about her, and it's the same thing with the Sexyy Red shit, unfortunately, that we got to talk about. Okay. Instead of us condemning or talking any type of negativity about what she doing, we can't, because there's an example of a man doing something similar. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Future, he gets around and he got all of this and y'all still fuck with Future. So, and it's like, you saying that as if when Future put out music and you say that he cheated, oh, he's a cheater, we be like, no, he's not. Oh, you worried about the wrong thing. We let y'all get y'all shit off. Y'all talk shit all year about men.
I get what you're saying.
And I feel like when somebody like this doing this, we can't say nothing. It's just, oh, well, I guess he was corny. All right.
I think Lori is getting backlash. There's nobody that's saying, yay, go Lori. Now, there are some women that are like cheering her on, but it's only because there's a male equivalent.
And that's what I think.
And it's like, she's their Future. You niggas love Future and how toxic he is. So why can't they love how toxic she is?
But that's the thing. And the women hate it. And guess what we hear every time we trying to just listen to Feds Did a Sweep? We listening to Feds Did a Sweep. You trying to listen to Summer Too Hot Chris Brown, and you got women coming and inserting what they don't like, right? And do you sit there and go back and forth denying? Do I sit there and tell women when they bring up that Future's a deadbeat? I let you get it off because you have a right to feel that way. But for some reason, if we come out and say, yo, what Lori Harvey doing is wrong, oh, but what about Future? You mean the Future that y'all talk shit about and we don't say shit? When do you see men out here defending Future and his baby moms and saying, oh, it ain't that big of a deal. Oh, he wasn't just trying to fuck around. Nobody does that.
You did it before.
I've never done that.
You did.
Find me the clip. Find me the clip
Do
where
y'all not remember this nigga coming in here and saying, we don't know how he is. We don't know the type of dad he is. Y'all call him a deadbeat. So you have been the nigga you're talking about.
Terrell, no, see, you taking me talking about Future in a different sense. I'm not talking about what I did when I did that. I was saying, y'all call him a deadbeat. Y'all say all of this and we don't know anything, but y'all say it. He has to, I've said this before. He has to live with a bad reputation. The villain, he has to be that. Regardless of what he does going forward. He can be the best nigga in a relationship, and Future can be the best nigga in his next relationship. People will say, nah, he a villain. You just gotta wait until he show, right?
The same
That's why
thing
I say
happened.
it's nothing that he can do. With Lori,
The same thing happened. People said, this shit is gonna last 10 seconds, just watch, and it did.
and now you're calling, and instead of them calling Sierra an idiot for getting with Future, they said, damn, I feel bad for her. But with this Lori situation, knowing Lori is the villain, you still got smoke for Damson saying he didn't know he had a bad bitch. He didn't know how to handle a bad bitch. Please, man, who the fuck is she? I'm in Snowfall 7 straight seasons. They know my name.
I get what you saying.
Like, and you saying, oh, I ain't know how to handle a bad bitch? Please, man. I mean, what?
This
Because
nigga
he
was
showed
mouth
love?
wide. He had his mouth wide open.
Because he was showing love, kissing her.
He had his mouth wide open on the red carpet pointing. You a corny.
Fellas,
That was
ain't
corny.
that what they want us
Y'all
to do,
call
fellas?
Russ corny.
Fellas, ain't that
When
what they want us to do? Russ is a fucking...
If Russ would have did it, then he would be corny, right? If Russ would have did it, he'd be corny. If Russ go on the red carpet and do the exact same thing, but guess what? I guess you must think Damson.
Terrell.
I guess you must think Damson is cuter than Russ. Because
See,
if
is
Russ,
it about corny or
Terrell,
cute?
now
Why you
let's talk
saying
about it
cute?
real.
It's
Because-
about corny,
Nah,
bro. And Russ
listen.
is corny as shit.
Okay, so Russ corny for doing the same shit that Damson do, but when Damson do, he don't do it. Why? Because
Terrell,
because
Damson
he's
not
Frank.
doing what Russ
Because
did.
he's Frank from
Russ
Snowfall.
wore a Hawaiian shirt with sandals and a tucked-in fucking shirt.
Terrance,
standing there like this.
Did
yeah.
you not see
yeah.
Damson in his?
Yeah.
Did you not see
Damson is who he is.
Did you not see the nigga in his tighty whities with his belly out? Is that not corny?
It's a
You don't
photo
keep it
shoot
100.
for GQ.
Y'all don't keep it 100 because the nigga was Frank and y'all love Frank.
Terrell.
But the nigga in real life is doing
He's not doing the same
the
thing as
same
Russ,
way you
bro.
criticize Russ. It's the same way I said that
Oh
what the
my
nigga
God.
did was corny.
This nigga
It don't even
Russ
matter though. It don't matter.
sound like he work at the Bahama Breeze surf bar. You know, I used to play football, and one of the things they were talking about, he's gonna talk like that, and then when Sierra come in, he gonna say, baby, yeah, baby, go over there. We do it, yeah. It's like, yo, this nigga, fuck this. Damson is not doing that. Y'all don't
Terrance,
stop
this
acting
nigga-
like showing love to your lady is corny. Showing love to your woman
Oh my
is not
God.
corny. Russ was never corny for showing love.
You just
He's
called my
corny
man
because
corny.
he's a corny nigga.
You just called my man corny for renting out the Waffle House.
He's not corny for renting out the Waffle House.
You
He's
said-
corny for saying,
This nigga.
yeah, you know, baby wanted to come out and get some good eat, so I just want to rent out. Hey, Russ,
How is that corny?
just talk in your regular voice, bro.
When Michael B. Jordan rented out the aquarium for
But
Lori.
what Bun B doing with Trill Burgers, that's corny. That's corny. Because we can see corniness. You are seeing Damson show Lori love. What have you done? Oh, because he was smiling on the red carpet. That made him corny?
You going to downplay
Was it
all his
corny when-
corny shit.
Was
You
it?
gonna-
Terrell, what else corny he did? You said he took a picture with underwear. That was for GQ.
I only said that because, oh, okay, so that makes it different.
Terrell, it's a photo shoot. It's GQ.
Okay, my man Russ was probably at
I'm an
the
actor.
Pro Bowl with the Hawaiian shirt or something like that. You don't know
Terrell,
why the
this
nigga had it
nigga
on.
was week 4.
He was not.
Week 4 waiting for the team bus.
Terrance, no, he wasn't. You got my man fucked up. First of all, he had on an all-brown Armani suit, got in the all-brown rose.
If I told you that
Your man Future can't do what my man Russ can do. He can't. He doesn't have the coin to do it. How about that?
Why are you
He
talking
still
about
gotta
a nigga
talk
like,
about icing a bitch out
what
on
the
her
fuck
wrist.
are you talking about? You sound stupid as shit. Your man is getting ready to get traded.
No, he's not. He's actually playing good ball this year. Fuck out of here.
And it's
Ask the Chiefs about us.
anyway, my man, Damson Idris, he's a cool nigga. He's not corny like. He's not. You can't. It's crazy to see y'all trying to throw the corniness on my man Damson. That's crazy.
That's not Frank. And you know what?
Oh, so now he's corny, ladies?
No, hold on, wait, look. Because I hate that it went there. Because that's not even the point of this whole thing. My whole point about Damson dating Lori has nothing to do with him being corny. My point was, nigga, you already know what she bout. So if this happens, you can't really be mad. And that's also my take on women that get in a relationship with a future. Which is why I do understand what you're saying about.
Oh, that's funny because it wasn't the tape with Sierra. When I talked about it.
When you bring up Sierra, it's like you make it seem like she still got to be fucking top of the billboards or else she doesn't matter anymore.
See, you're moving the goalposts because you just said you keep that. You said I keep that energy with women who talk to the future. When I said Future chose,
I got you.
You feel me?
Well, I do agree that Sierra, you knew what this nigga was about before you got in and created baby number 7. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You knew, so
but you saw how
that
the world
was your decision.
Had her back too, right? When the shit folded, you saw how the world said Future's a villain, right? And they had her back. And you can see now why you're choosing to shit on Damson.
Why did people
have Lori back?
Terrance, you leave out so much context. It's crazy. Because why did people paint Future as the villain? Because every chance this nigga got, he said, yeah, I made an R&B bitch famous. That bitch. I'm about to get my bitch back. He did that.
Hold up.
Did Sierra do that? No.
Sierra,
she stayed busy raising the boy while you kicked her back in.
We always talk about this shit. Sierra went on TV and said that she said a whole prayer to find a new man. Fellas and ladies, you know how your partner move on and then they act like they found or they said a prayer? You didn't say no fucking prayer. You just moved the fuck on. And when you get out here, you act like that. Did you see that? Did you see Michael B. Jordan do that? Did you see Lori do that? No. Nobody had to go on a TV show and talk about how they were saved. And
I'll give you that.
Said a prayer. Come on, bro.
I will give you that. I will 100% give you that.
I just think it's funny because look at the nigga Terrell. He's doing exactly what a lot of y'all will do. And it's like, you know what? I guess y'all right. Because there are men out there that, you know, do joints dirty. I feel like Lori is in that nice slot where she ain't got to do nothing. She can just chill for real. You know what I'm saying?
Only thing about Lori, like this girl was like, Lori's a hoe, but y'all don't want to call her that because of who she is or something like that. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't say she's a hoe because it's not like she out here hoeing. She's getting in relationships that are not, you know, she's getting in a relationship, and if she gets out the relationship, I don't think she's a hoe. The same way I don't care about body count and shit like that, I wouldn't call her that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say since she had a bunch of public relationships that she that. But it will start to look away. I mean,
I'm not going to call her a hoe, but you can, I mean, it's something. So I think when you have that many relationships at a certain point, you know, that person's in a relation. This person was, like, we can point to everybody you just was with. Like, you meet a girl, you shouldn't be able to know her last 4 or 5 boyfriends. You shouldn't know. So the fact that you know, and I get it, this is a celebrity, but
I'm
also,
going to say, yeah, they all famous, though. Like, and it's not like she out here fucking everybody. Because to me, that's what hoeing is.
I mean, everybody she been with,
she getting in relationships.
I feel like if this was high school, or if she wasn't famous, and these niggas that she was with wasn't famous, then she would get looked at in a different way. But because the niggas are famous, that adds a little bit of, you know, to it.
Well, I guess we'll have to see in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z what the fuck happened next.
Yep.
Now, what we was saying is that we ready for the buddy cop film for Michael B. Jordan and Damson.
Yes, man. That is, to me, I
that
told Terrell, that is what the world needs. It don't even got to be buddy cop. It could just be lead Damson supporting Mike, lead Mike supporting Damson. I don't know, but look, fuck that girl. We about to go get this money. We the 2 biggest black actors.
Nah, yeah, that
right
coming
now.
Up. Mm-hmm.
They will set the box office on fire with the right motherfucker behind me. And I got the script, bro.
All right, look, let's
start off with you with the drugs again, just like Snowfall. Put you back in your element.
Just do what you did on the
Michael Jordan coming.
Just do what you did on the set, bro.
Be frank, bro. We looking for that. I'm gonna go back and I told him, be frank. He's getting ready to kill this one.
Hey, look, let's talk about the Sexyy Red thing.
Damn, these niggas on their shade room. I don't feel like getting into some hot water with y'all.
Let's talk about the Sexyy Red thing. Y'all seen Sexyy Red? First of all, bend that ass over. Let that coochie breathe. Shake that ass, bitch. Hands on your knees. I'm a Sexyy Red fan, low key.
That is why she's trending. That there. Because you two are singing.
You know? Terrance was arguing with people on Twitter about Sexyy Red and it was a clip going around of her on stage. She's pregnant, but she was, you know, doing a split, twerking, you know.
She
whatever.
is pregnant?
She is pregnant, 100%. Y'all
I
don't
thought she
see her
just-
belly?
I thought she was just, you know.
What the fuck?
What's up with pregnant and you had the...
She's pregnant, but
Who
yeah,
else got pregnant and it's like they starting their career? Was it her?
it was her. Cause she's pregnant and she outside, she still, you know, twerking,
Oh,
whatever.
Haley Bailey is pregnant. Or Halle Bailey.
We don't know that.
I thought she was.
We don't know if she's pregnant or not.
All right.
Anyway, basically the TL was in a frenzy about, you know, just the representation of black women and the, you know, it was just a big back and forth about representation and how that looked. And there was a lot of people that said, you know, this is disgusting. Both men and women, this is disgusting. This is not a representation of all black women. It was the one girl that had the first original tweet where she was like, this doesn't represent me or any black women that I XYZ. It was a lot of fellas, it was a lot of women that were backing what she was doing by saying, you know, well, there's men that rap about drugs, there's men that do this, and y'all want to focus on Sexyy Red. So Terrance got into some, you know, made some points and had some conversation with some folks, so I'll let him take it away.
I'm not here to continue what we were talking about on Twitter because I feel like I learned a lot because, I mean, I'm starting to, as you get older, you start realizing you got your perspective and then other people have their perspective. So I started feeling like I could see both sides of this shit. But it just seemed like you can't, and even with like kind of what we were talking about with the Lori thing, we cannot say, you really can't, these days, you really can't say anything bad about Sexyy Red. And it's just because of the way this shit is mapped out. It's not that the shit ain't bad. Like, it's like even the women know how negative of an influence Sexyy Red is. But because I guess we don't speak enough about the negative influence from the past shit that male artists have done, then to them, it feels like we're picking on a woman artist. It feels like we're choosing to say this is negative and this is whatever and this is bullshit, but we won't do it for other artists. I've had people hit me with my favorite artists. You listen to Future, and it's funny because like,
Or Thug.
you would have thought Future was a murderous nigga the way people talk about Future. And people was like, Dirk. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't look down on y'all don't condemn Dirk.
Yeah, I saw people saying Thug is responsible for killing people, and y'all are saying free him, you know. So I get that angle.
I get that angle, but also I feel like my only rebuttal to that, like saying, oh, what about Future? What about Dirk? What about Thug? Like, there is a certain parent aspect, right? I've never seen Lil Durk take a picture with a bunch of little ass kids. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga just did the All My Life video.
Right. And what happened? Everybody said what? Dirk ain't for no fucking kids. Don't nobody want to hear this shit from Dirk for the kids because you going to go out there and talk about murdering. Dirk don't need to be nowhere near kids. If you see Dirk take a picture with kids from his neighborhood or some shit, that's different. But I swear I have not seen a bunch of little ass kids running up and seeing Dirk, and we praise it. If you do see it, you're going to see people talk shit about it. That's what I don't like. Like, it seems like it's cool to say, oh, but y'all won't say anything about Future. Future has a reputation for being a reckless nigga.
What about Thug?
Thug has a reputation for being a reckless nigga. When do you really see Thug and Future and all these people targeting kids? Because that's my only thing with Sexyy. If we keeping it a hundo, it's been, because they'll say there's been guns, drugs, what?
What do you mean by kids? Sexyy Red was with some kids?
You ain't see the video of Sexyy Red with all the kids, and she was like, if you see me, you trying to see what up, and all the kids said, ski. They was like 10 years old.
Oh, damn, no, I didn't see
this
that.
point, because this is my whole point with this shit. Future, Dirk, Thug, whoever you want to name about or all of these rappers that rap about violence and stuff like that. It's been violence, money, murder, drugs. That is something they have made movies about for years, songs about for years, music about for years, and we're not even just talking about black community. I mean, even in other communities, the Japanese community, white people, African community. When you look at all levels of art, film, media, TV, drugs, crime, all of that is a part of it. It is something that you have to filter away from your kids. You know what's something that you can't just see on TV? Sexual shit. You know what I'm saying?
But this is what
shit like that. Let me get it off.
Mm-hmm.
Shit like that is gonna be censored. Like shit like that, you have to be 18 or over. Shit like that. Do you know how hard it was for Martin Scorsese to get Wolf of Wall Street in theaters? You know how hard it was? Well, he's got the leg up, but you know how hard that was?
Yeah.
Look at Wolf of Wall Street. How much sex did you really get to really see? It felt like a movie still, but even that, it's a certain level of clearance that we gotta get through. I feel like
for a long time.
With these women artists, and we talk about bad influence, a lot of it be a sexual influence. A lot of it is show your ass, titty, pussy, fuck 'em, suck 'em. You know what I'm saying? Baby daddy. It's a lot of that. And I feel like you can't just point to a nigga like Future who might rap about drugs or
use somebody other than Future, because people don't be talking about Future, but they be talking about niggas that rap about and influence people to commit crimes and shit. Future don't really do that. He just a terrible nigga in relationships. Thug is the nigga that y'all be saying free, even though he's responsible for hundreds of deaths. Or
supposedly, because he's on trial.
Supposedly.
But still.
Damn, this nigga whole house rang.
You look like you look like a house mop. Anyway, I feel like I said, the drugs, crime, shit like that, it's been happening for years. My only argument with the ladies is it seems as though with the new wave of women artists, it seems as though they are very sexually explicit, the message is very negative. Yes, there are rappers out there that have a negative shit that they talk about. They talk about killing niggas, robbing niggas. There's a lot of niggas that aren't that big. Point to the artists. What artist do we know right now that's a male artist that's getting pushed heavy? That's just talking about a bunch of negative shit, killing niggas, robbing niggas. Who?
Most of the niggas that are rapping now.
That's because most of hip hop is about aggression. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
but
so my question. Okay,
we're not seeing.
I just got follow-up questions. You go ahead.
All I'm gonna say, because I know I've been long-winded. My last point is, it seems as though the influence of the Sexyy Red and others, of the new hip hop of today with women, female, it seems like that influence is a little bit more dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Than just trying to lump, but y'all listen to all niggas that kill each other. No, that's not true. We have plenty of other rappers out there that don't rap about killing each other. That's why I feel like we've been listening to rap music with the same subject matter for 50 years. We just celebrated 50 years of hip hop. This new wave, and people gonna say, but I had Trina when I was young. I had Gangsta Boo when I was young. Dog. The difference is, if you was listening to Trina when you was young and you was around some adults, you knew you was out of line. You knew the adults would be like, hey, yo, hold up, you too young for that. Like, our adults, Terrell, we grew up in the 90s. Mm-hmm. You was not listening to shit on your own. You had to go in the cut and listen to it. Or your mother would hit you with the what you know about that. We not even gonna ask our kids, why you singing that? Why you singing that? Y'all are praising y'all kids singing Sexyy Red.
I don't think people are praising their kids singing Sexyy Red.
It's people who was telling me if I don't see what the issue is if you let your kid listen to Miley years ago. And it's like, okay. I don't remember.
This is what I will say, just to respond to you.
Yeah.
But you know what? I got a question for you, because you bring up the fact that it's been happening for years and whatever, but that doesn't mean that it's okay.
I'm not saying it's okay.
We've made it okay. We just say, that's hip hop to do that. And you're right about the kids thing. But to me, I saw a lot of people having an issue with her on the stage doing the twerking and the split while she was pregnant. And then it just became a whole conversation about just the representation of our women, just period. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was a lot of discourse about that. And this girl was, basically, like you said, calling out all of those things. This is what I will say about that. We do have a diverse, the black male portfolio of rap is very diverse. We got Backpack, we have Introspective, we have The niggas that rap about drugs and killing, and then the people that rap about, you know, that we had the Uncle Luke lane where it's just mostly just sex. You know what I'm saying? I listened to Freak a Leak recently, and that song is insane. But we do have a more diverse palette. It does seem like the female rap lane is just all pussy rap. It's all pussy rap for the most part. Or you can't fuck me. Or I'm going to fuck this nigga and say fuck him type shit. But you know what? I guess that's just the art. Because before y'all try to throw Rhapsody and Doechii and all of these other women that don't rap about pussy, y'all don't support them. Y'all don't support Rhapsody. When Rhapsody album drop, mostly niggas listen. Y'all don't listen to Rhapsody. Y'all just will use her for y'all arguments. It's the same thing with the WNBA. Women should get paid more. Bet. You're saying that, but you don't watch the WNBA. Y'all don't watch it.
That's a fact.
Men watch the WNBA. Because, I mean, it's a sport. I mean, I get it. But that's my only thing. We just a little bit more diverse.
That's 100.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to use Sexyy Red as like the measuring rod for the representation of black women. I just also think two things can be true. Like what Terrance is saying about, or what Terrance retweeted, or whatever that post was where that guy was talking about how Sexyy Red isn't the best representation. That's true. At the same time, Thug being on trial is a bad thing. Both things can be bad.
My only thing is, I don't like how if you were to try to say that you think Sexyy Red is a bad influence, people come out and say, why whenever black people do something, y'all say this that they represent the whole community. Like, son, like, y'all be lost as shit, and y'all don't realize that shit definitely can come off that way.
And it's done on purpose.
It's like y'all miss it. Y'all act like, oh, there's other people, but guess what? You can't point to, like when I tell people, point to the white artists like Sexyy Red. Just point to her. When I've said that, do y'all know who they have told me? Miley Cyrus. I heard Madonna. I've heard Lady Gaga. I've heard this girl sent me a whole bunch of, I think, like K-pop artists. And I said, are they really like Sexyy Red? Baby daddy, you had a sex tape leak. You know what I'm saying? You tatted up. You only talking about negative ratchet shit. And the little girls out here are loving this shit. That's what y'all don't get. It's the little girls. When Sexyy Red is outside and you see a bunch of little girls run up to her and she take a video with them, you remember you saw that? And they were like, she should be nowhere near kids. Y'all realize, just like Cardi, right? They gonna sit up here and play the, oh, well, you know, don't let your kids listen to my music. But you know it's kids listening to your music. And we're not saying you gotta be Miss whatever, but we also know you're gonna get to your bag, and that's cool. But also, getting to your bag is a bad influence. Like, can you really say...
Now, is that on the artist, though? Or is that on the people that are accepting the artist? Because I wouldn't put that on Sexy. You make... Or like what Cardi said, what Cardi was like, my music not for children. Yeah. She right? It's not the best... It doesn't change the fact that it's not the best representation. Especially with Sexyy Red.
Yeah.
But if the people won't admit it, that's why the kids still have access to it.
And the people who say, well, just don't let your kid, look, tune in, or don't fucking tune in. Okay, bro. You're going to have a kid one day and you'll realize that, like, you do have to speak on when you think something is a bad influence if you think it's getting out of hand. We'll listen to y'all, and we do, and that's the shit that blows me. We listen to y'all when y'all say, yo, Young Thug, yo, the shit that he's doing is really wrong. I've never seen a nigga online saying, nah, fuck that. They trying to pin Thug for some bullshit.
You just said alleged, though. When I said he was responsible for deaths, what did you say? Allegedly, he's on trial.
He is on trial. But look, am I going to sit here and say he didn't do it?
That's basically what you're saying. You saying he didn't do it until he's proven.
You saying he murdered all these people, and low-key, we don't know if he murdered all these people. You're not putting that on Thug.
I never killed
because what we really talking about is influence.
Got something to do with that body.
That's the thing. He's the head of a group. We're not going to sit here and act like he's a fucking... You're not going to talk about him like he's a Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
You're doing exactly what you just said you don't see niggas do. You're making excuses for the nigga.
I'm not making any excuses. You saying, oh, but you said alleged. Because that's what it is. That's a fact. I'm not making no excuses. Do you see what I'm saying? If you want to get up there and call Thug trash and say that he's a murderous person or whatever, bro. Like, I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth with you and say, no, he ain't do that. No, he ain't do that. It's just like, yo, we low-key don't know. But look, Dirk, who we do know is a part of shit. I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth with a nigga about if Dirk is a murderous nigga or Vaughn. It was just the anniversary of Vaughn's death. I'm not about to sit up here and go back too. And we let it happen because it is true. It is true. But we cannot speak truth about people like Sexyy Red because people will always bring up the other people who we do talk about. We do speak on Dirk. When Dirk stood out there, put it like this, I use this example. That little boy that was like 60 miles per hour or 60 fucking miles, that little ass boy who was rapping drill, what do you see nothing but black men doing? Saying this is some bullshit and we need to stop this. And it was no, yo, let him get to the, it was none of that. None of that, oh, don't tune in. It was none of that when we did that because guess what? We could all agree that what this little boy is doing is wrong. Whenever we try to criticize, it seems like a woman artist, it always has to come from, we have to have, you know what I'm saying? There's always this tit for tat thing. Mm-hmm. Like you don't see people say, yo, Dirk is a horrible person. Or I don't know how y'all listen to Dirk. He rap about so much murder. I'm not going to sit there and turn around and say, oh, bull, you say that about Dirk, but you won't say that about Sexyy Red. Bro, we're not going to get nowhere.
Nah, yeah, we won't. But that's the reason, to me, that's also the reason why we don't get anywhere. Because it's always, oh, well, y'all do this. Oh, well, but when it's a man. Oh, well, when it's a woman. And it's not one-sided.
That's why I told the girl on Twitter, I said, this is your daughter that's going to have to listen to it. You want to defend the girl? Look, the girl go back and forth with me all day on Twitter. Are you going to let your son
listen to Dirk?
No. But this is my thing. Like I said, I'm not up there defending Dirk and saying, if you don't want to fucking listen to it, tune the fuck out. I told the girl, hey, look, just because somebody say something a bad influence and you want to bring up everybody else, yo, whatever. You don't got to pay attention because you know what that's going to end with? If I say, this is a bad influence, oh, but you didn't say anything about this, okay, bet, well then fuck it, right? The bad influence is still there. Now there's two of them.
Nothing changes.
Nothing changes. And that's why I told her, it's going to be your daughters that have to listen to it. It ain't going to be mine because you're right, I'm going to tune out. But we can't speak about our community. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. For the black folks that will say stuff like, every time somebody do something, black people always say it's a bad influence or we try to say it's a bad reputation for the whole community, XYZ. Y'all got to remember that from the beginning of Black American entertainment, meaning Black American portrayal and entertainment, it started with shit like Birth of a Nation, where that movie, if you do the history, that movie was about the Ku Klux Klan, and they literally had white folks in blackface. They was dressed up like in blackface, and what the black people in the movie was doing was going around and they were assaulting and killing the white women. The Ku Klux Klan came and was killing them off, and it created the biggest rise in the KKK in the world. It led to hundreds of thousands of black deaths post-slavery from that movie because of how we were portrayed. So when you think about that, and then you take all of these years later and you see that, you had motherfuckers like, what's his name? Was that Jimmy Iovine? It wasn't Jimmy Iovine. I forget the name of the guy. Y'all know who it was. He was sitting down, he was talking to Charlemagne, and Charlemagne was like, so if you know that these artists that you signing are causing people to kill themselves, XYZ, or causing all this violence, why do y'all do that if y'all know it caused violence? And he was like, well, I got to feed my family. Dead ass what he said. Mm-hmm. So just don't think shit don't be happening on purpose. Like, people don't want Sexyy Red to be like that, to influence women to be like that. I asked the question about the Mean Girls joint. Not going to say why, but.
And why do y'all not see this as an extension of what has happened already? Like, we've been saying this for a minute. Like, we said the same thing about the City Girls and the whole City Girl movement. Remember when the City Girl movement was a City Girl movement and it was all about hot girl summer? Like, it seems like, ladies, maybe y'all won't give a fuck about this. With these men talking about drugs and shit, some of the best rap albums this year, none of them really have a lot to do with, like, a bunch of negative shit. Even Gunna just got out of jail. Go really listen to that album. You don't hear him talking about killing niggas. You don't hear him talking about serving drugs and influence. You don't hear him talking about that. You don't hear Drake on his album this year talking about killing niggas and influencing niggas to kill niggas? Oh, what? Cause what? Conspiracy shit floating around like the Kennedy guys? That's what you doing right now?
One of the biggest songs is Daylight.
Okay, look, that's conspiracy shit, right? Travis Scott's album Utopia. Is that about doing drugs? Is that about, you know what I'm saying? We got a lot of music that I feel like boys can grow up and just be a regular dude. We can look at it like how we look at Scarface. But it seemed like, ladies, this shit is getting worse for y'all. Y'all taking off more clothes, more naked, more fuck 'em, more suck 'em, to the point that we've gone all the way from the City Girls and Meg Thee Stallion them to now we at Sexyy Red. What's next?
Nah, yeah.
What's next? I'm surprised y'all ain't let that girl Suki pop, who was on the BET red carpet.
Nah, yeah.
Whatever.
That's
I'm
Sexyy Red.
surprised y'all ain't.
That's her man's.
It's like, ladies, this y'all content. This on y'all. Like I said, we got Utopia this year. We good. J. Cole coming with the fall off at the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? We have male artists.
We diverse.
That give us more than just a nigga talking about drugs. The niggas that y'all are talking about who influence to kill and do that, those are the lowest selling rappers, low key. Let's keep it a hundo. The niggas that rap about that, they're making the least amount of sales, it seems like. We not bumping their music crazy.
I wouldn't go there, Terrance.
Like I said, Ghana.
Young Boy is the biggest artist for these young niggas. And they loving, that's what they like.
Look at the new music, bro. Niggas are not really talking about killing niggas. Y'all talking about, I swear, man, that's just like when they say, oh, hip-hop music, that's all that. That's, you know, that comes from that hip-hop music. That's that drugs, that's that. And it's like, yo, low-key, it really ain't all that. Like, when I really look at the music I listen to, I don't hear a whole bunch of influence to kill niggas. But if I listen to Cardi B, if I listen to Sexyy Red, if I listen to Glorilla, if I listen to fucking, give me another one, Terrell.
Is it Queen,
Nicki Minaj.
Still doing it. She's still doing it.
If I listen
Ice
to
Spice,
any female rapper, I'm gonna hear the same shit. And that's the only part we talking about. Y'all.
But they're going to say, what about the ones you don't listen to? What about Rhapsody? What about Doechii? What about all
They're getting 10 streams a month. And that's not me shitting on them.
Don't listen to them.
Nobody listens to them. Y'all don't listen, we don't. Y'all think we sitting around listening to a woman rap? No offense. But like, we not sitting around listening to Rhapsody. That's not offensive. I wouldn't expect a girl to be sitting around listening to Jeezy. That's like me saying, wow, y'all don't listen to Jeezy, though. It's like, what am I going to do, sit there and get ready with me with Jeezy?
Nah, no bullshit.
Speaking of Jeezy.
100%.
He did his thing.
He did his thing. You know, I did want to say this. Just moving the needle.
Moving the needle. Crazy how I'm talking to people, walking these people. Bird's eye view, I'm hawking these people.
Anyway, this nigga, you dress like a hawk, boy. You dress like a what you dress like? What bird is this?
What bird are you, boy? Nigga looks like a 3-eyed raven like shit, boy. You know the future like shit, but what was bullshit? This nigga was the 3-eyed, I'm the 3-eyed raven. I can never be king. And then this motherfucker got the nerve to say, this was my plan all along. What?
Nah, no bullshit. That was some bullshit. They really fucked it up. And now Kit Harington coming out saying, you know what I think killing, I think you know how it ended with John and Daenerys was all right. Nigga, don't start doing that.
Don't start trying to buddy
I think it was all right. Nah, it wasn't.
Because I feel like they got a little bit of a show coming, you know? He trying to butter the fans.
I wanted to say this. It's been 13 years since the DC sniper shit happened. Some local shit. If y'all don't know, if y'all niggas was young, first of all, it happened in 2000. No, shit, it's actually been 21 years since the DC sniper shit happened. Me and Terrance was in first or second grade or something like that. It was 2002. A lot of you niggas was 1 or not born yet, young motherfuckers. Had a nigga that was born in 2007 talking to me yesterday. I said, look, we can't have the same conversation. Anyway, only reason why I bring that up is because if y'all don't know, the DC sniper was going around literally shooting people. They didn't know who it was or where they were. Our parents was sending us to the bus stop. We was running. Remember the jokes about us running zigzag?
They really came out and said if you hear shots, running zigzag.
They said if you're going home from, they were on the news. was saying if you're going home from school,
Run
walk
a zigzag.
or run in a zigzag pattern. I can't believe we all made it here.
I can't believe
I thought about that shit the other night and said, damn, they really sent us to school on some wild shit.
And what was that film that they made for that movie? Blue Cadillac or
Blue Caprice.
Blue Caprice?
Such a good movie about it.
Yeah.
You a good nigga. You didn't remember that.
Film school shit.
Yes,
that's we really grew up in an era of great films. I'm telling you.
We did.
But, dog, do you know how scary that shit was? Because bruh was still out on the loose. Like I was telling my girl when the dude, rest in peace, those people up in Maine, when he shot the people in Maine was still on the run. Mm-hmm. I said, man, it's been 24 hours since they got this motherfucker. This motherfucker could have just got on the road and said, fuck it, I'm gonna chuck it south, and now this nigga's coming my way.
Exactly.
I started feeling like, damn, maybe I shouldn't be outside.
Yeah.
It's crazy because these days, believe it or not, y'all think that that's any different than what we deal with in today? Me and my girl was talking about it. I told her, I'm standing in the Wegmans, and I just get this wave of like, oh shit, I need to get the fuck out of here. Mm-hmm. Like, and it's crazy. Cause she was like, oh yeah, I was in probably like Safeway or some shit. And you feel that same thing. It's like, damn, it ain't that somebody said there's a sniper on the loose. Yeah. I feel like it's worse now than that. Because 100%. At least we knew, oh shit, I'm in DC, it's a DC snipe. Like now, you can get killed by anybody, any given time. It could be a little boy, a little girl.
Yep.
And I don't mean little, but I mean like, you know, it could be a
17-year-old.
17-year-old.
Yep.
Man, I'd be damn, bro. I'd be damn. I put 40 in. 40 years on this earth, and I get taken out by a motherfucker who can't even get his shit up yet.
Nah, yeah.
Cause you're mad?
Or in a cult. And then, you know what? It is crazy, bro.
And I've been mad so many times in this life. I don't know how anger could turn into that.
Nah, yeah. You know what I was saying? You know what I was saying? People that will go hunt a deer, right? You kill a deer in the woods, stuff it and put it on your wall. That's low-key some wild-ass shit.
That's some ruthless shit.
Ain't it?
Yeah.
You killed this and you're putting it on your wall and say, oh, I killed that back in. Y'all don't see how that's like kind of like wild? Mm-hmm. Like, you enjoy that. You enjoy it. I was watching this video about the buck shiver or something like that, where when you shoot a deer, the adrenaline that rush through you start shivering type shit.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, damn, you know what? This hunting shit is low-key kind of wild to me. I don't know, y'all can say, I know some of y'all fathers or uncles or who y'all got family that go out and do it in the camouflage. To me, it's just a little wild.
It is. It definitely is.
When you think about the concept of it, like putting it on your wall type shit. You walk in a motherfucking house, they go, oh yeah.
And I'm not going to say I don't understand it, but I do understand what you're saying about how there's a certain level of like, coldness you got to have to do that.
Not yet.
Some unfortunate news. I'm not even going to say unfortunate. It's not unfortunate, but there will be no podcast next week because your boy is going on his first trip outside the country. Your boy's going to Jamaica. And it's this cruise, believe it or not. We signed up for this cruise a minute ago, y'all, believe it or not. I did not just up and decide to leave out of the country during so close to Thanksgiving and and Christmas. But the cruise that we signed up for is going to Jamaica. So turn up, man. I don't know if anybody going to be on that joint. If you're going on a cruise to Jamaica, just know we on that joint. Just to be clear, though, there's no podcast next week. I know y'all will be bummed about that because y'all look forward to it every Friday. But we got videos going up on the Patreon, so check that out. Definitely going to have a couple videos up there for y'all to look at. Hopefully, Terrell have a vlog finished by next week.
Yes.
But we'll be back in a flash, man. Wish me luck. I'm praying that this is literally the best experience ever. I've never been outside the country. I just got my passport. It's going to be dope. Yeah, this bitch-ass nigga Terrell's going to be up here.
I'm excited for him. He's finally,
I told him I gotta get Ghost on him.
We was trying to get this nigga to get his passport for years.
Nigga disrespect you and your kid. I don't have a fucking baby. I'm out.
Yeah, you are. I'm actually happy for him because me and my girl normally travel 2 times a year. Once or twice a year. We going out of town in January.
Y'all don't travel 2 times a year. I'm not like
Terrance, yes, we do.
Y'all have traveled 2 times in a year before, but y'all traveled 2 times a year.
I said once or I doubted back to once or twice. The year before, we went to DR twice. Last year, I went DR and Costa Rica. Don't fuck with me.
Nah, that's legit.
2 times a year.
Think about it. That sounds kind of weird, though. Well, not weird, but it sounded kind of unbelievable. You like, me and my girl travel two times a year, and I'm like, really?
Yes, we be outside. But now that we got the baby, we can't really shake and move like we normally do. So I'm glad that I can live vicariously through you.
Man, and you gonna live because I'ma live.
You gonna see. Are you gonna be vlogging?
I'm definitely vlogging, y'all. That's no question. I'm trying to. This the thing. Terrell's vlog has been supposed to come out a minute now. I'm trying to wait for the nigga, but low-key, I'm about to start lapping the nigga.
Terrance, please. You
You
don't
did
have
it
nothing to
before?
post.
Who don't have nothing to post?
Terrance, you don't have nothing to post. I'm calling your bluff. Fuck out of here.
Do I have something on ready? No, but I could. And then what? When your shit is still wait more package. Fuck out of here.
Terrance, I'm calling your bluff. Post.
Post
Because he don't have shit to post. He's running his mouth. He's a nigga that's running his mouth.
And Terrell was supposed to have a reel and didn't post it.
Because it's a part of my what's the name. Fuck out of here.
I do have something to post. Fuck Terrell.
You know what I did want to say, bro? This is some random ass shit. My girl asked to see. I was talking to her about my FanDuel shit, right?
Yeah.
And I had hit this parlay for like $90 or something like that on a $5 bet. Fellas, y'all know that's solid.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And she asked to see my settled bets. She was like, and for Terrance don't really know, but
Like the ones
For those
you
that
decided
don't
to be
know,
like, fuck.
she said, let me see your settled bets are the bets. It just shows your history of bets that finished. So it shows all of the bets you won and all the bets you lost. I do not be winning like that. So when she said, let me see all of the bets you've done. Like, let me see the history of all of the bets that you've made. That shit feels like your girl asking to see your dick out of the swimming pool. It's like, I'll show you, but I have to explain.
Yeah.
Because you're going to see a lot of money lost.
Your girl seen your shit on the soft, right?
I mean, yeah, we live together.
Right. So it's like,
Yeah, but I still feel a way about them bets. I'm like, look.
I know what you mean. Cause like showing your girl.
I'll put some dumbass
girl seeing your shit on the soft for the first time type shit. Like,
yeah, like I put some dumbass
normally
bets.
I got way more.
If this would have hit, it would have been crazy.
Okay, I won $5 here, but I was really about to win $300. Can you believe Justin Jefferson?
Yeah.
Normally has 10 catches every game, but
got hurt in the second quarter, and they didn't void the bet.
hey, ladies, you probably don't want to do that with your man. You probably don't want to go look at that nigga's bet.
That was a humble, yeah.
Fellas, don't do that. Trey, you fucked up.
I didn't show her. I said no.
Oh, I thought you said you showed
Nah,
her.
she asked, and I was like, nah.
Nah, we good. Because
It's
then
all good.
she gonna use the fact that you got all them L's and be like, trust me, he doesn't win. She'll be embarrassing me at parties.
Terrance.
Trust me, he doesn't win shit.
You know.
Whoa, hold up.
Bro, she laughs at me. But you know what? I do the stupid thing. You know how we do. You get excited. Look, all he got to do is get 10 more yards.
Nah, yeah, but Terrell is always in a position where he's doing that. Like the other night where all he needed was A.J. Brown to get 100 yards.
The nigga did it 5 times in a row.
And he's amped up. The nigga be walking around this joint amped up, and then all of a sudden I look at the stats later and I'm like, oh damn, this nigga was here earlier, but he went home and lost.
Yes.
Yeah. Hit him like, damn, I guess you ain't hit that parlay. Don't get these niggas started. That's why I say you better be careful. Like, that's why I told Terrell, you asked your girl to see an old picture of her, right? Oh, let me see that. Oh, don't you got a picture when you was there? Let me see. Oh, yeah, I do. She showed you a picture? And that was the boat that we was on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we was on a boat just like that earlier. Hold up. That's the boat. This means when I went to prom. Hold up. I don't want to go through your fucking memories no more. I just wanted to see the picture of when you was there. Fellas, you got to be careful showing ask your girl to see some memories. Terrell, you know what I'm talking about. Don't make it seem like it's just me.
I do.
Yeah.
Don't try to lump me into your bullshit. Both of our girls listen. That's just that nigga.
You know.
I'll look at anything you show me, bae.
I'll look at anything you show me too, bae. Look, a nigga know he getting in trouble. And she know I look at anything that she want to show me and anything. And I'm always loving her and caring for her. Right, bro?
And you know that's just a pod, right?
Say it, bro. We both love our women.
Nah, you talking regular.
Say nah, bro. I don't give a damn. Like you said, she gonna air you out for the FanDuel.
Nah, no bullshit. Terrance, you need to stop this coloring shit and bring this close. Cause you sounded like you in the back of the fucking house. What are you doing? What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Have a nigga ever asked you that?
Fuck out of here, boy. You look like Professor Ogilvy like shit, boy. Where's Miss Parker?
Terrance, who you look like? The young nigga that was
This
dating
nigga look
Nikki,
just like
boy.
Professor Ogilvy. Hey, Miss Professor Ogilvy.
What you look like? What's the young nigga's name that was dating Nikki that was bald? He would wear some shit like this, boy. You look like the nigga. You look like the nigga that was played by Fredo.
Look at this nigga wearing all black. He's a thief nigga. This nigga looks like swipe or no swiping, boy. You stealing from
boy.
kids.
You dress like a corner of mac and cheese, boy. If we baked it, you know, you get that corner with that brown on top. That's what you look like. Fuck
This
outta
nigga
here.
still got on his Halloween costume. He went as Tank. You was the king of R&B for Christmas like shit, boy.
Ted, you got me fucked
This is
up.
the R&B podcast.
Be money. This week's guest.
Neo. Next week's guest, Trey Songz.
Have you seen? I didn't want to really talk about it, but you seen Trevor Jackson getting his back kicked in because
He deserved it. He deserved it.
Did you see his Poland drink? I ain't to the walk to Poland. Hold my wrist is frozen.
If you gonna sing and do all of that shit, if you gotta do all of this shit when you sing,
Nah,
you
he
can't
just
sing.
does-
Then you not made for this.
He doing too much. He
You
definitely
are
got the
not
talent.
made for singing. If you gotta do all
Terrance,
the
nah,
little shit, you're
the
not
nigga
made
has.
for it.
It's a lot of people out there that have the talent, but they just do too much.
Because
they be trying to. We get
That
you can
means
do
you're
runs.
not made for it.
I get you can run.
Yeah, because you can
But
run.
you ain't supposed to run all the time. Like, chill.
If you doing a run, looks like you're having an aneurysm or a seizure, then you're not made for this. When did you ever see Beyonce or one of these singers really look insane? Look at Trey Songz. That shit didn't age well for Trey Songz.
They didn't.
Look at old videos of that nigga Trey Songz singing. Oh my God. Speaking of, we're gonna do this before we get to NFL picks. And we're gonna do this because fuck. Neo, because of you, or Trey Songz, can't help but wait.
And it's all because of you. I'm taking the Trey
All
Songz. I know Trey Songz. I know that nigga's
because of you.
I know he's always accused of some wild shit.
No, I'm wrong. It's Neo so sick
Okay, so you changing
or
it.
Trey Songz
You're changing.
can't help but
That
wait.
completely changed it. I'm going so sick.
Can't help but wait
till you see that with him it just won't change. I can't help but wait
until you see that with me it ain't the same.
He smoked it. Till you see you for what you
He got it. He
really
got it.
are. Now let me tell you something. So sick 100% takes the cake. I'm sorry.
So sick. I don't know, Trey.
I gotta change my answering scene now that I'm alone. Because right now it says that we.
And I know it makes no sense. This nigga had a bald head, but he had the fedora on.
You
walked out the door.
He wore that shit. Look, he wore that shit and stomped the yard. They couldn't take the Neo away.
He did when they had to dress up. I know what I'm wearing. It's ridiculous.
It's been months. And for some reason, I just.
You see the nigga that points to the notes?
Can't get
Can't get over us. They trying to make sure you. 'cause I'm
make strong.
When you going up, then me.
That's me.
You going walking around.
That's me.
Hey,
Because I
this
do
nigga.
that. I do that. If I'm trying to
But
let somebody
bro,
hear
what
some
song do you pick? If one gotta go, So Sick or Can't Help But Wait? You know, both of them kind of got that little boom, 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 boom.
shit.
Both of them got that, right?
Can't help but wait as a sleep.
I say Can't Help But Wait is a better song.
You're tripping. So sick. Really?
Yes.
Terrance, you're tripping.
When he gets to the point where he be like, get it together, you can do better.
Okay, but what about when Neo gets to the point where he in So Sick where he says
Can't help but that shit is
Terrance,
fire.
no. Neo got a part in the joint where what's the breakdown of the So Sick joint?
So sick alone.
Leave
Me alone. Leave me alone. Stupid love
Come on, Terrance.
songs. Hey.
All right, we get it. You trying to flex your vocals,
I don't
boy.
have vocals. You the one with the vocals. I'm not. Trust me, bro. I am not the nigga that wants
Neo song.
people to think I can say I cannot.
Neo song better. Let me ask you this.
Nah, see, that was supposed to be it, and then we move on.
All right, we do one more. Soulja Boy, Pretty Boy Swag.
I had one for Soulja Boy. Go ahead.
Soulja Boy, Pretty Boy Swag, or Gucci Mane Lemonade?
That's easy. Lemonade is over with. It's easy. Lemonade is over with. Now we have to do another one because that was too easy.
Nah, I'm picking Pretty Boy Swag.
There's no way.
The beat.
There's no way.
I'm
Are you sick? Are you sick?
I love the Lemonade beat. And then
You can play Lemonade with the instrumental, and I'll listen to that.
And we can play the instrumental of Pretty Boy Swag, and you'll listen to that.
I will.
Kid Fight Chip.
Nah, that's not better than Lemonade. That's easy. I'm gonna give you one. I'm gonna double them back. Better dance song. Soulja Boy, Superman.
Crank That.
Crank That Soulja Boy. I'm sorry. Soulja Boy, Crank That Soulja Boy. That it is called the Crank That. It's not called the Superman. But Soulja Boy, Crank That, or them franchise boys, Lean With It, Rock With It.
I'm gonna take Lean With It, Rock With It 100%.
What's a more iconic dance? Cause you gotta keep it 100. You play Lean With It, Rock With It. Is everybody going lean? Cause we all doing the Superman when you play Crank.
Nigga, we all have to Lean With It, Rock With It.
Lean With It, Rock With It originated. They got the Lean With It, Rock With It in the Crank That.
Exactly. So
you're right.
what are you talking about?
I picked Lean With It, Rock With It.
This nigga does that. Hold on, wait.
But you could say Crank That was bigger because Crank That led the way for everything you seeing with TikTok right now.
It did.
That's why I said, okay, little song verses would be dope. Y'all let us know how y'all feel about this, because can't help but wait. I'm sorry, it's taken.
It's not.
So sick.
It's not.
So sick.
All right, I got another one for you.
All right, Terrell.
Nah, all right, bet.
Come on, all right, bet, because I actually fuck with this shit. Look.
Nah, because we need the NFL picks will be very fast. We're not doing the rapidy rap shit.
Well, give us one more.
Rihanna. Damn, hold on, wait. What's the Rihanna joint I was just thinking about?
Stay?
No.
Man,
I need to go back to the drawing board.
I like how he can cook. I'm going to get this man cooking with this.
We about to make this
We're going to make it a thing.
a thing.
Do you want to do one course of action?
Sure.
One course of action that I had was you in a zombie apocalypse and you and your lady are moving in a group, right? And then you find out that your lady got bit.
And hold on, wait. You said what?
Say it again. Next time, everybody listen. But look, you're in a zombie apocalypse and y'all are traveling in a group, like a survival group. Mm-hmm. Y'all just trying to survive together. And you notice that your girl got bit. And she like, I don't know what to do, type shit. What is your next course of action?
That shit hurt my soul. Bite me. We wait for you to change, but when you change, keep it in your mind to bite me first. We go out together.
I would say, give me that wound. Suck the blood out of that wound.
Then both of y'all gonna be,
Then I'm gonna say, what the fuck you looking at, bruh? I'm gonna say, oh shit, bro. My shit starting to pee.
Damn,
I'm gonna say, damn, boo, you looking good.
You are such an idiot.
Let's have that freaky zombie.
Ted,
We
you
have
are
freaky
idiot.
zombie set.
But the nigga won't watch Walking Dead.
Freaky zombie
Nigga
sex
haven't
until we
seen
change.
Nigga haven't seen one season of Walking Dead. One of the best first 4 season runs to me in a show history.
She gonna say, oh, he going crazy. She don't even know I'm going straight zombie. I already searched over. You gonna see
Rihanna.
her next week with the baby zombie?
Terrance, look. Rihanna, Take a Bow.
Oh, we back here.
Beyonce, Irreplaceable. You already know I'm gonna pick Beyonce.
I'm gonna pick
But
Beyonce.
to me, I think that'd be a good back and forth. The You Look So Dumb, right? Or the Irreplaceable washes. To me, I'm a Beyonce fan though. So
To the left, everything you own in the box to the left is bigger than Take a Don't
Is it
tell
bigger
me
than You
you're
Don't?
sorry.
You Look So Dumb right now. That's a good song.
I might have to ride with the Navy on that because Beyonce said to the left, everything you own in the box to the left, but
That was
I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say anything.
And you're getting ready to say some
I'm not gonna say
disrespectful
anything.
shit. It was art, and she didn't write it. Neo wrote it. She sung the song for other women. It wasn't even about her.
Neo, I thought you were so sick
watch
of
your
love
mouth.
songs, bruh. You said watch my mouth, but I mean, come on, you would do that with Ree.
Look.
Niggas sick as shit. This nigga's mad as shit. And it looked like
Sun already
going down, and it's 3:16, bro. That shit is nuts.
Fucking annoying.
It is 3 o'clock. And it don't look like it's a dawn day, Terrell. It don't look like it's because it's about to rain. It look like it's getting dark.
It's getting dark at 3 o'clock. They talked all that bullshit about how they was getting ready to get rid of daylight savings, only for them to say, set your clocks back. What the fuck happened to us not doing this shit no more?
Yeah.
You know, in DR right now, it's what time is it? 3:17. It's really 4:17.
Oh, okay, yeah, because they
and
don't
it's
do
not
it.
because they're an hour back. It's because they don't change shit when we change. Because a couple weeks ago, it was 3 hours, 3 o'clock in DR, or it's 3 o'clock here because we was on the same lane. But we on this bullshit. I don't even know why we do this shit. Anyway.
Turn up, man. NFL picks, and we in week 10. Double-digit weeks. The season is almost near its end. And then playoff implications are being made.
That's true.
That's true.
Good to hear that Jeezy for some reason.
It was definitely good to hear that Jeezy. He's an all-star. But so much respect that I've gained for Jeezy. It's insane. But I want to give a big shout out to myself last week, y'all. I went 11-3 NFL picks. I told y'all I'm back on my shit, and I'm ready to just come back. Whole 9 Watch has already thought that Terrell is going to win. Mm-hmm. Did you see what he said? If Terrance makes this comeback. Bruh, I'm making a comeback.
But
Terrell,
he's right, though, because he said if you make this comeback.
Win. Don't forget who won last year. Terrell hadn't won in some years.
I'm on top right now. Paul.
He is on top right now.
Let's do respect for week 9. Get it out the way.
I only got respect to give to the Texans. I got respect to give to
the Texans, yes.
The Buccaneers, because I think the Bucs beat the no, I got to respect the Steelers.
Mm-hmm. Vikings.
And I got to respect the Vikings.
Because Dobbs went out there, showed out. Big shout out to the Texans, man. And shout out to the Texans fans that always hit me on Twitter. I see y'all tweets. Y'all low-key deserve y'all respect. Every time I pick against y'all go out there and find a way to win. They found a way. They do. And so, shout out to y'all. I got to give respect to the Eagles. I hate the Eagles so much. But, no matter what, these niggas go out there and they find a way to win games. They only lost 1.
That's
and
true.
we gave them hell for that 1 loss, but they haven't lost again. Even though the Cowboys, Dak played good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's dope. Dobbs went out there and got a win for the Vikings, man. That's a great story in the NFL.
You love to see it.
Turn up, man. I don't think there was anything else we need to talk about for that week. We're going to start with the first game, Thursday night. Well, you know what? I'll talk about our win. We beat the Patriots. I think Sam Howell leads second in the league passing for passing yards. I think he's a solid prospect, one of the most solid quarterback prospects that we had in a minute. Y'all got to put respect on our name. Bill Belichick is known to break down young quarterbacks, and I think we escaped by the hair on our chinny chin. But hey, you know what I'm saying? Put respect on them boys. And guess what? Seahawks. We OT dub. That's all I'm gonna say. Come on, but we're gonna start with Thursday night.
Thursday night we got a battle of ass, which is the Panthers versus at the Bears.
Yeah.
And
I don't know why Thursday night does this.
They didn't expect. They were talking about how these Amazon games are a lock. You can't change them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
But like even Bears, why does the Bears have like 3 primetime Thursday night games after last year?
It's
what the fuck did y'all think was about to happen?
They was getting all them trades. People was like, "Oh, this gonna be a good year, good bounce back year for Justin Fields." He got hurt. Now the young boy's in. He's questionable. The Panthers got the first round draft pick, Bryce Young, who we thought they got Miles Sanders, Adam Thielen. We thought the Panthers was going to be a sneaky team. We didn't know they was going to be ass. But I will tell you this. I think they get a win tonight. I pick the Panthers. Yeah. The Panthers have been losing too many games. I feel like something got to give. And I feel like tonight versus the Bears, this is the one opportunity they have to get a win. And I'm just going to pick them to win.
I'm picking the Bears. DJ Moore going back against his old team. It's a Bears home game. For some reason, I just felt like Thursday night, nobody's played yet. Nobody else is playing. World watching. The Panthers be looking all right sometimes.
They just don't win.
I'm going with the Bears.
And you know the Bears got their backup in. The young boy. And he did all right.
I think he ain't going to look no better against nobody unless it's the Panthers. Yeah. Bears.
I'm picking Panthers. All right, bet. Sunday, 9 a.m. game in Germany. We got Colts at Patriots.
Rivalry. I don't care what y'all say. It's a rivalry.
Yeah, because all of the years Brady went up against Peyton. I'm picking the Colts. The Colts are in rhythm. The Colts are, I feel like, more capable of winning this game than the Patriots.
I'm going to pick the Colts, too, Because I will just be sick if I pick the Patriots and the Patriots go out there and shit the bed. But, like,
If it was in Foxborough, I would have picked the Patriots.
it is. And look.
These motherfuckers playing at 9:30 in Germany.
Oh. Yikes.
Yeah.
That Germany game last week, the Chiefs and Dolphins, was dope for the morning. That was a good morning game.
That was a good morning game.
Woke up to that bad boy. Okay, bet. So we got the next game. We got another a real rivalry. Browns at the league hot Ravens.
Yeah.
League hot Ravens.
League hot.
But this is a rivalry right here.
Oh,
This is almost like any given Sunday. This is like that Washington Giants, that Eagles, Cowboys, that Broncos, Chiefs right here. Who do you pick?
I'm picking the Ravens. I mean, I think Lamar is having an MVP season, so I'm picking him to win.
I'm picking the
They
Ravens.
got the number one scoring defense in the league. Even though that Browns defense is great. I
see Baltimore and I get scared. Meaning they in Baltimore and I get scared. I'm gonna pick Baltimore.
Yep.
And we got the next game, Texans at Bengals. Texans just had a great showing when they young guy.
Yep, and I was just giving the Texans fans props because I was like, every time I pick against y'all win.
Y'all go win. I'm gonna keep it a hundo. Did you see they was talking about C.J. Stroud should be in the MVP conversation on ESPN this morning?
Yeah,
They were like, 4-4. I mean, and I'm with Stephen A. No way.
I don't think
yet.
yet.
4-4 team.
Not yet.
They wouldn't get that respect to look. Sam Howell is second in the league scoring, right? His team is 4-5. You know what I'm saying?
Not yet.
If he goes and get a win this week against whoever, can we say Sam Howell? If he eclipses, what's his name? He's in the running for MVP? No, y'all not gonna give us that respect. So I'm sorry, Texans fans.
Not yet. No. I can't do it. I know we like CJ, but we can't do that yet. Because you're right. Sam Howell is second in the league passing behind Mahomes, who's on a bye week this week. So after this week, he will lead the league in passing. Mm-hmm. Most likely. So
come on, man. Put respect on my dog. Put respect on Sam.
I get it. I get it. I'm picking the Bengals. I'm sorry, Texans fans. I'm picking the Bengals because I just feel like the Bengals are too hot.
They hot.
I'm definitely picking the Bengals. Steal one, I promise I won't pick against y'all.
Picking the Bengals.
All right. 49ers at Jaguars. This is a must-win for the 49ers.
It is. That's why I'm picking the Jags.
Yeah.
I don't think that they turn it around. I think the 49ers have been starting to look. We went from saying it was the best team in the league to now saying, uh-oh. And now I think you going up against a team that is the team that low-key is like, okay, shit. Uh-huh. Like you said, they on what, 4-game winning streak?
It was 5.
I won't.
And I think it might be 6 now.
I'm not sleeping on the Jags.
No, it's not 6. It's 5. I'm picking the Jaguars to win.
I'm only picking them because I feel like if I don't pick them and then they go to be 7-2, it's going to be like, why the fuck I ain't pick them?
I'm picking the Jaguars, even though this is a must-win for the 49ers. All right, bet. Saints at Vikings. I like Dobbs. I like what Dobbs look like out there with the Vikings. And they going to be at home.
I'm going with the Saints. I mean, even though it was the Vikings, they went up against the Packers, who were what? Like, not the best. Saints got a good defense, right? And Saints got, look, like a little bit of a reason to play. Saints 5-4.
The Vikings went up against the Falcons.
The Vikings went up against the Falcons?
The Falcons last week. With Taylor Heineke.
Oh, they did.
They still put up 31.
Who went up against the Packers last week?
Maybe they had it was Rams.
Oh, okay, yeah, damn.
And they won.
Up. So you know what?
I am picking the Vikings to win at home.
I'm picking the Saints, man. I'm picking Saints.
I'm picking the Vikings to win at home.
I don't trust Dobbs gets a... Think about it. They etched that win out against the Falcons.
In Atlanta. They going back home with this fan base that's like, all right, bet 5-4, we can still make something happen without Captain Kurt.
Make something shake, Saints. Who that? Or who that? Who that nation?
I'm going to go, all right, bet. Green Bay at Steelers.
You know who I'm going with.
I'm going with Uncle
Glorilla and them?
Yeah.
I'm going with the Steelers, too. I've been faking on the Steelers off and on this year, but I've been picking them, bro. And I feel like, all right, bet. Go and get a win, Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Y'all shouldn't lose this game. If not, then y'all are the frauds we thought y'all were, like us.
I'm picking the Steelers to win that.
All right, we got Titans at Buccaneers. That was a game that I had trouble with. That's 2 teams that are 3-5. I had trouble picking.
I'm taking Baker and them at home. Even though I like Will Levis. They got Will Levis starting now.
Yeah.
I like him, and that's crazy. What the fuck happened to Malik Willis?
I don't know. I thought he was going to get traded or something. Maybe he's
Remember Malik Willis was sitting behind Tannehill. Tannehill was like, I ain't trying to trade him, whatever.
Yeah.
They draft Will Levis, and now Will got the start. What the fuck happened to Malik? Damn, I just thought about that.
That shit remind me of like when we got RG3, but then we got Kirk Cousins the same year. It was like, soon as RG3 ready to go down, you got Kirk Cousins warming up. And Kirk was getting in there and looking all right. And we was like, yo, we should have got our one guy to stick with.
Yeah.
Because that roster look funny now. I'm definitely going to pick
I'm picking the
the
Bucs.
Bucks.
Yeah,
I should have picked the Titans, but I'm picking the Bucks. Falcons at Cardinals.
Falcons.
You see what's the name been in the news about?
Shit, nah, Kyler's back.
Kyler is 100% back this week at home against the Falcons, who literally, did you see their head coach's explanation for why they haven't been using Bijan?
What did he say?
He said a bunch of nothing.
Yeah,
Bro, get him the ball.
Arthur Smith has to go.
This nigga's on my fantasy team. You know what? They turned it around this week, and I'm picking the Falcons. I don't trust Kyler. I'm sorry, I don't.
I'm thinking K1. A lot of people sleep on the fact that they went 9-0 like a year and a half ago.
They did go crazy with him.
Kyler Murray is still a dog. I'm picking the Cardinals. Lions at Chargers. Sorry, Chargers. I know y'all just got a beautiful win in prime time. You're not going to get it against Detroit. Sorry. They're coming into L.A. where y'all don't have a home base for real. Y'all should have stayed y'all ass in San Diego, and they're going to whoop y'all ass. Sorry.
I'm going against the grain. This is going to be my one pick that I probably feels like, what? I'm picking the Chargers against the Lions. I don't think the Lions going to only lose 2 games this year. And I think one of their losses is going to be against a team like the Chargers, you know, who got respect, but not the record don't really show it.
Lions fans sitting back looking at you saying, of course he didn't pick us.
Okay, Lions.
Like he's been a Lions hater for his whole shit.
I gave y'all respect before. Come on.
New York Giants at Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to go ahead and pick the Cowboys.
Definitely picking the Cowboys. Giants, y'all fucking suck. I don't know how many times I can say it. Like, the Giants suck. And Raiders fans, we'll get to y'all, but smoking cigars after beating the Giants, I don't give a fuck if y'all got a new head coach. That was lame.
Nah, yeah. We'll see if y'all beat these Jets. And even that's not even impressive yet. I can't wait till we play y'all again. I can't wait.
Let's just go there. Jets and at Raiders. Brand new coach. I'm going to pick the Raiders.
I'm picking the Raiders.
I'm picking the Raiders to win.
I know they'll win that game. Like,
y'all should win
Nathaniel
that
Hackett is crafting a terrible-ass offense with the Jets, with Zach Wilson, like we knew he would do. When y'all didn't have the Aaron Rodgers thing to lean back on, we knew that would be exposed.
Truth. Raiders fans smoking cigars after a regular season win against the worst fucking team in the league, Giants, low-key.
Nah, yeah,
that was some loser shit.
That was wild, y'all. Y'all look crazy.
Smoking cigars to celebrate what? We just got rid of the worst NFL owner of all time. And when we won our first game of the year, was we smoking cigars? No, man. That's what I don't like. Like, that is a we won the championship thing to me.
Yeah, smoking cigars.
Like, when they won the NFC championship last year or some shit, the AFC championship, they were smoking cigars. Who was smoking cigars? And it was like, okay, now y'all look dumb.
If you're going to the Super Bowl, all right. Even though it should be a bowl game, Super Bowl, championship.
Growing up, the only person I saw smoking a cigar after winning anything was Michael Jordan and
Bron.
You ain't see them smoking after the small one. There's a reason why Kobe said not finished yet, like job not finished. Because I'm not about to smoke a cigar and... All right, anyway.
I'm with you.
Yep.
Last 425 game. First of all, that was the Monday night game. We skipped over the last 425 game, which is the Washington Commanders at the Seattle Seahawks. A little trouble in paradise over there for you.
Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, I am going to be on a plane that day. So I ain't going to be able to watch the shit.
Damn.
I might be able to watch it in the sky.
I wonder what mom and them trying to do, because I don't know what I'm trying to do. We don't play till Monday night.
Nah, see, that's crazy.
I'm staying in on Sunday.
You should. Hey, look. Seattle, my home away from home. I've been rocking with the Seahawks all year, but I'm going to keep it 100. We going to dog y'all. We going to dog y'all. We got a reason to come out and dog y'all. If we win, we'll be 5-5. I know some fans that say, you know what, since we got rid of Chase and Montez, they want us to use our picks in the draft and tank. But I say, man, let's go out on our shield. I'm one of those people that want to fight to the end. I don't care if we keep winning games. I mean, that's what we've been doing. I think we should still fire our coaches, but we still got a reason to win. and it's still the season to win. So we're gonna try be positive and get a W. And let me tell you something, we're not scared of no Seahawks. Who
Yeah, all right.
scared
You know
of?
who you need to be scared of? 12 gonna be out there.
Yeah, all right. We'll
It's
be
tough
out there.
to
The
play.
boys from DC coming out there.
Yeah, y'all going out there and playing up in cold Seattle.
Easy pick my Commanders.
I'm picking the Seahawks.
Hopefully Smith and Jigma go crazy against my boys for my fantasy because I'm definitely starting them. My advice to anybody, if they playing the Skins or they playing Washington,
Start 'em.
start them.
That's how I be feeling about us. Hey, I do
Speaking of
have
y'all.
Sam Howell starting.
Oh, yeah.
So-
Hopefully he turn up for the boys.
We'll see.
That's a tough defense, though, Terrell.
Because, look, do I start Trev against the 49ers defense? No.
Bro,
Do
you
I-
low-key might want to.
Start Trevor Lawrence against the 49ers.
Defense who haven't looked that great.
They just got Chase Young. They D-line is crazy. Fred Warner. Trevor Lawrence already don't put up.
to go out there and do, and that's my man, so I ain't gonna hate on him. But I mean, he wasn't going that crazy. with Washington.
He
is with a
was
new
doing
team, though.
great this year. His best year with y'all. Now about to be with them.
Well, you're
I'm
right.
putting up Sam Howell. This motherfucker will give me 20 fantasy points.
Sam Howell's a baller, man. I'm hoping he runs it up. He is a baller. I can't hate on him. There's people that still hating on him in our franchise. But look, last game of the week, Terrell's Denver Broncos
Yes,
against the Buffalo Bills.
Monday night, yes, sir. We opening the stable. We riding down to New York. And guess what? I'm giving us the win. We fresh off a Chiefs win bye week.
Fresh off a Chiefs win bye week. That does not look like a
I'm picking my Broncos
impossible
to win.
game to win.
Josh Allen and then y'all bust out ass so bad in the preseason last year. We lost like 50-3.
I'm going with the Bills just to be safe for my picks, but I would love to see y'all go out there and win.
We about to go.
I
out
would
there
love
and
to
do
see
that.
Denver win.
Nobody gonna pick us, but just like the Chiefs, ask the Chiefs. Hey, Josh, go ask Pat Mahomes about us. He knows to get Hey, Pat Mahomes, who snapped your touchdown streak? Oh, fucking Kirby boys, fucking fuck that nigga. We about to bust y'all ass. And that.
Tried and true. You look like you chewing a piece of tried and true.
Tan, that what you dress like, boy? Some cinnamon. You
Nigga dressed like cinnamon.
You remember we watched Blue's Clues? Remember
Yeah.
Salt and Pepper had the baby paprika? You look all grown up like shit, boy.
And you look like Grandpa Pepper like shit, boy. Fuck out of here.
See, you watch too long.
Nah,
what
I'm
the
just
fuck is
saying because you know what I'm saying.
You watch too long, boy.
Right, the person be like, "Oh, you look like the avocado."
And you like,
Huh?
all right, y'all, but that's gonna wrap episode 175.
175, yeah, man. Turn
Shit.
up. 175 weeks, man. Them boys been putting up. How many of y'all did 175 anything? Play with me. You got 175 pictures on your IG? Let's hear you. Hey, look, we gonna clap it up for that. You know, you
Yeah,
got.
I don't have this. I don't have this up. It was
Oh,
down.
turn it up.
Hey, all right, that's a little too much.
Is it like already clapped?
If you had on headphones, you would know.
Well, I don't.
Anyway, y'all wish this motherfucker right here safe travel. Oh shit, hold on, wait. I got y'all. Wish this motherfucker right here safe travel. He hitting that road.
I'm gonna have some footage for y'all for sure, and I ain't gonna make y'all wait like Terrell is. Whatever. I'll be Friday.
Next time.